my 15-week update. I'm 16 weeks today exactly. I'll be honest, it didn't feel good today. I just went up and found this shirt to put on. So this is some real pregnancy for you right here. I just haven't felt good all morning. I feel like I'm gonna throw up constantly. Like I feel like it's right here. So I took a nap and hopefully, you know, I can finish this video. Also, these are new glasses that I got from Firmoo. They sent them to me for free for like a review. And so yeah, I'll be doing like an Instagram review. I'm not gonna really go into depth now, but I figured some of you would ask. So yeah. So for 15 weeks, I was feeling a lot of pressure down low, almost like the baby was like pressing on my bladder. And I actually had a doctor's appointment Wednesday, which was the 9th. Today's the 11th. And it was for my glucose test. I'll get into that. When I had my appointment, it was my glucose test, but also my OB appointment. So I had to go early for the glucose. And then after, during, I had my appointment. And when she was checking the baby's heartbeat, the baby was moving around like crazy because of, you know, the drink. And she said that the baby was super low. So yeah, a lot of pressure, having to pee every like 10 minutes because the baby's just right there. I mentioned in my 14-week update that I was having a high heart rate because I could see it on my watch. And Saturday, last Saturday, I had my regular breakfast, which I just have cereal, nothing crazy. And all of a sudden I felt super sick and I threw up, and I felt, you know, a little bit better. Then Elijah and I went out. He has birthday money that he wanted to spend at the dollar store. So we went to the dollar store and I was fine the whole time we were out. When we got home, all of a sudden I felt really sick. My heart rate went up to 120. I was just laying on the couch and it started happening. And I felt it, and it, you know, if you've ever felt that feeling of your heart just beating so fast, it was horrible. I was drinking a ton of water trying to make it stop, and it wouldn't stop. And G wasn't home, he was working, and so I was seriously considering calling the doctor or going to the emergency room because that's how uncomfortable it was. It didn't hurt, I would say. It just, you know, felt really uncomfortable. Then I went to the bathroom because I thought I was going to throw up again, and I started sweating like really bad, and I just had to lay on the floor. And I took off all my clothes and I just laid on the floor, like on the bathroom floor, because it was like cold and it felt like I was hot, like because I was sweating. I don't know, but then I was also like shivering. It was the weirdest thing. And so after I felt okay, I got up and I went and laid on the couch, and I just fell asleep for a little bit. It sucks because luckily, Elijah, you know, he's such a good boy. He plays independently very good. But I felt bad because, you know, I promised him we would play, but he understood. He actually was like really scared. So, yeah. But, so I told my doctor about that, and she wants me to see a cardiologist. And I just don't want to be put on any medication. So, call me crazy, but I'm kind of just waiting it out just to see if it happens again, because it hasn't happened since that day. Even with my glucose test, I didn't have that high heart rate. So, because I was thinking maybe it has something to do with sugar, because I had frosted flakes. So I was thinking, oh, maybe it was like too sweet, and you know, maybe it was something like that. But I don't think so. The glucose test, I don't know if I passed yet, but it didn't make me feel crazy like that, because the way I was feeling that Saturday is how I felt when I took it with Elijah, when I took the glucose test when I was pregnant with him. I'm just hoping it doesn't happen again. If it does, I will definitely go and get it checked out, because this kind of thing did happen, like I said, with Elijah, and everything was fine. So yeah. I've still been having a couple headaches, and I spoke to my doctor about that. She said that I should drink more water. She said if they're like really bad, you know, try to think about like, did I eat enough today, stuff like that. And I know that I'm not eating enough because I don't have the appetite. You know, like sometimes I just don't, I don't have an appetite for anything. Also, crazy to me, I just think this time around, I know every pregnancy is different. everybody else's pregnancy is different. So this, what's happening for me may not be happening for you. But we were grocery shopping and I had some pain in the vaginal area. It just felt sore, if that makes sense. Like walking, it just felt really sore. And I'm just like, what is going on? And not like painful where like I can't handle it, just really sore. I don't know. My nipples are still sore, if you were wondering. I feel like that's gonna be every week. And still leaking a little bit, so there's that. I'm having such a hard time sleeping. I don't know if it's my mattress. I mean, I wanna say it's not my mattress because I had the mattress before I was pregnant and I slept fine. But sleeping is so horrible. And I just feel like I need to like invest in a pregnancy pillow too, because I feel like that might help. I told her I've had the worst backache one night. In the middle of the night, I woke up and my back hurt so bad. I was trying to roll over. I was laying on my left, and I rolled to my back to roll to my right, and when I got on my back, it hurt so bad. And obviously you can't sleep on your back. That's another thing. I've been waking up on my back, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'll fall asleep on my side, one of my sides, and then I'll wake up on my back, and I'm like, what are you doing? I am super short of breath when I'm doing things. I already said that before, but that hasn't changed. Also, I've been having really itchy skin, and I've been trying to, you know, stay moisturized, but like my belly has been itching, so I know that it's stretching. So that's fun. My belly button is kind of playing like peekaboo, I feel like, because sometimes it looks like it's on its way out, and then other times it's back in. I have not gotten the results back from my glucose test, but I feel like I probably did pretty good. I don't know, just because of how I was feeling. And so after I did take the glucose test, I did have, I guess you would say, a reaction, but it wasn't the type of reaction that I had when I was pregnant with Elijah. This reaction was, I was just super sleepy. I wanted to go to bed. I actually took a nap in the doctor's office. One of the nurses were like, oh, would you like to like go in a room and wait, or do you want to wait out in the waiting room, because there was a TV out there, and because obviously you have to wait the hour. And I said, oh, I'll just go in the room, like it's fine. And I go in the room, and I didn't even realize, but I curled up on the bed and fell asleep, to the point when the doctor comes and she's like, is everything okay? Like, I was knocking, you didn't answer. I was like, oh, sorry. Like, I was knocked out. But the checkup went good. The baby's heart rate was 140. It's been 140 for the last couple visits I've been to. And the baby was moving, like I said, like crazy. Like, you can hear the baby rolling over and moving to this side, like trying to get away, playing and stuff like that, because I guess, like, you know, they were hyped up on the sugar. So everything looks good. I meant to say, if you guys don't know, if you're new to my channel, I lost 45 pounds the beginning of last year, and I've kept it off. I fluctuated a little bit, but yeah, well, as of right now, I've only gained 10 pounds since I found out I was pregnant. So I'm happy with that, and I'm in my second trimester. So I mean, I know I have a long way to go still, but I mean, for 10 pounds right now, I feel like that's pretty good. With Elijah, I gained a total of 30 pounds, and I'm just trying to eat healthier this time around. I'm drinking more water, and I do eat my cravings. Like, if I'm having a craving, I do, you know, indulge in that, but for the most part, I'm trying to, you know, be a good girl. So I have two crazy things to tell you guys real quick. They're not like update type things, but just stuff I wanted to share with you. After my appointment on Wednesday, I went to Wawa to get something to eat because I hadn't eaten. And after I left the appointment, I felt like kind of hyper. And it was crazy to me that I felt so sleepy. And they're like, yeah, like, you know, that's a normal thing, like, if you feel sleepy. And I don't remember feeling like that when I took it with Elijah. I felt like I had that, like, an episode like I did Saturday. So I don't know. But I go to Wawa and I'm standing in line, and there's one register open. A guy comes up behind me and he says, oh wow, they just have one register open. And like, I turned to look to him just because, like, I don't know, like, I didn't know who he's talking to, and you know, you just whatever. I had my coat open because I was hot, and he's like, can I touch your belly? And I like flinched back, and I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, come on, please. Like, I love pregnant women. I love getting women pregnant. And he reached in to touch my belly again. And when I tell you, I slapped the shit out of his hand. Do not touch me, number one, I am not a touch my belly type of person. You need to ask me. Do not just come up to me and, you know, try to touch. And he did ask, but I didn't know him, okay? So freaking creepy. So then after I slapped him, he said he was gonna call the cops on me. I'm like, please call the cops. As a matter of fact, I'll call the cops for you. Please give me a reason to call one of the cops. Like, I'll call them. I cannot believe that happened. But yeah, this is my life. Another thing that happened is not crazy like that, but last night I was in the kitchen putting dishes away and I could feel the baby right at my belly button. Like, I don't know what body part it was, but I could feel it like pushing out, and it was kind of cute because I would push and then they would push back, and it was cute. I was trying to get G to feel it, but he said he felt something, but he didn't know what it was. Yeah, so that's it for this update. You can tell I'm still stuffy. I don't know if that's a symptom or if it's just the weather, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna show you a belly shot real quick. So this is my belly from the side, from the front, and from this side. All right guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.